Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Happy Monday to you, wherever you're joining us from today. I am glad we're here together. And if you're like me, you have a day off. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for being here on Storytime, and welcome. I hope that it is good where you are. I hope that you've had a good weekend too, and continue enjoying having this long weekend, if it is a weekend for you, if it is a holiday today for you. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Storytime. Yes, a great week ahead, as you have seen many amazing books coming up. Let's just see what we have. That's a lot of great books coming up to you. So please, that's the last week's. Here's the new one that we're looking at today. So we have lots of great books coming up, including Loving versus Virginia, and of course today, Get Up, Stand Up, and we also have The Cautious Kids coming up again tomorrow. Alejandria Fights Back, and of course my mother's wildest dreams. All those coming up this week for you. So please do look out and be here for Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in today. Glad we're here together. A wonderful book awaits indeed. Get Up, Stand Up, and this one based off of the song, yes, the famous song from Bob Marley, and this one is written by Sister Cedella Marley and illustrations by John Jay Cabuay. Another one coming back to Storytime after a long time indeed. It's been over a year since this book was last year on Storytime. I'm glad that we're bringing it back. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, as we'll be looking up this week amazing little ones that are doing things, changing the world, moving and shaking things up as we should be doing. Thank you so much for joining in. Let us see if we can be inspired and how we can be inspired, and of course learn from these amazing little people. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad you're here, and as the saying goes, indeed, you're never too young indeed to make change, to push for change. Thank you for being here on Storytime, and welcome. Please, as always, let me know where you're joining us from and who is joining in with you. Glad you're here with us. A wonderful week awaits. Let us see who is with us this morning, this Monday morning. How are you doing today? Glad you're here on Storytime with me today. Thank you so much for joining in. Who is here? Good morning. All right, how are you doing today, Amanda? Thank you so much for joining in today. And of course, baby Bian, you're saying hi, friends. So excited to be here live. Well, I'm glad you're here live. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Art in Seattle, and you're saying, oh, cuddled up in cloudy Seattle and ready for today's story. Wow, this one is a beautiful one indeed. Get up, stand up. This one I love. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Good morning to you, baby Bia. Yes, indeed. Keep warm out there in Seattle. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Good morning to you, Sarah and Nathan, out in sunny and bright with beautiful weather, Illinois. Oh my goodness. Oh, you make me want to move to Illinois each time. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. How are you doing today? And you say, happy Monday, Storytime friends. Well, thank you so much. Hugs to you. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you as well, Amanda West. Thank you so much for joining in. And where is Indy? Good morning to you. Welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining us. Chris Mitchell Adams, how are you doing today? Good morning to you. And of course, Borden, how are you doing from cloudy but not freezing Vermont? Well, thank you for joining in. I am glad it is warming up slightly. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. So excited about this book. It is indeed a beautiful book. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please get comfortable, get cozy. We'll be getting started very shortly with our story. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Kennedy Kapolio Kampamba. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime out in Turkey. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in. And you saying it is 6 o'clock in the evening out there. Well, thank you for being here. Glad we could be part of your evening routine, your supper time. Thank you so much for joining in and say we're cooking chikanda now in Turkey. Oh my goodness. For those of you that don't know what chikanda is, we call it the African polony, the Zambian polony. It is good. It is definitely good. How do you make it? Where did you get all the ingredients, Kennedy? I am so jealous. I want to come and visit today just for chikanda. It is a tasty Zambian dish cooked mostly by the people in the north, but of course it's just all over the country. I love me some chikanda. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Kennedy. Now making me hungry early in the morning. Thank you so much for joining in and enjoy your chikanda once it's done. Thank you for being here. No, I do not know how to cook chikanda, but I do know how to eat it though. Thank you so much for joining in. How is everybody doing? Glad we're here. Glad you could join us today for story time. Please let us know where you are and who is joining in with you as we get comfortable, get cozy for this wonderful story that awaits us today. Get up, stand up, and this one will be coming very shortly, and it is coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco, and we'll be getting started right after this break. Please join me on the other side of this one. Thank you for being here.
This is Anika Moroz-Reese, author of The Teacher's Pet, Watch Out for Wolf, Love Sophia on the Moon, the Anna Banana chapter book series, and Hide and Don't Seek and other very scary stories. And you are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Hi, Anika. Thank you for joining in Storytime. Get up, stand up. This one based on the song by Bob Marley and illustrations. This one by John Jay Cabuay. And of course, it is written by Bob Marley's firstborn daughter, Cedella Marley. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad we're here. Are you ready for this one? Yes. All right. Here we go. And this one we're reading with permission, of course, of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. What's going on there? Oh, yes. Oh, there was something else too. What was it? I'll see if I'll find it. Beautiful illustration. Get up, stand up. This one adapted by Cedella Marley from her father's song, Bob Marley's song, and illustrations by John Jay Cabuay, and read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Oh, the dedication there too says, from Cedella Marley, it says, to my loving mother and father who inspired me to always stand up and who showed me by their beautiful example how to help others do the same. Oh, I love that. When you meet someone talking big and thinking small, well, and their stinging words push you back against the wall, what do? Yeah, we all meet those people sometimes, don't we? Those people talking big, but thinking small. And their stinging words push you back against the wall. What do? No matter the city games that people play, You have hopes and dreams they can't take away. When their words bite, stand up for what's right. Oh, yes, please do. No matter the silly games that people play, you have hopes and dreams they can't take away. When their words bite, well, stand up for what's right. Oh, yes. Get up, stand up for your rights. Always get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. No, no, no. Some people need to be the biggest pond, the pond's biggest fish. We know those people, huh? They don't speak the truth and only want their greedy wish. Some people need to be the pond's biggest fish. They don't speak the truth and only want their greedy wish. Remember to be true, the best of yourself. Then you will be a friend to everybody else. Don't just sit tight. Be a bright light. Oh, so true. Remember to be true, the best of yourself. Then you will be a friend to everybody else. Don't just sit tight. Be a bright light. Oh, good morning to you again, all you bright lights out there. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. No, no, no. Other people parade around with their noses stuck up in the air. They strut about all puffed up, only thinking for what they care. Other people parade around with their noses stuck up in the air. They strut about all puffed up, only thinking for what they care. Is that the right way to go about life? But if you know the value of what life is worth, you will find your feet firmly planted on the earth. Love with all your might. Be true to what is right. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful encouragement right there. But if you know the value of what life is worth, you will find your feet firmly planted on the earth. Love with all your might. Be true to what is right. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up some more, stand up some more. Don't give up the fight. Be a good neighbor and cherish your sisters and brothers and everybody else in the neighborhood. Practice being kind to yourself and one another. Be a good neighbor and cherish your sisters and brothers. Practice being kind to yourself and one another. What you give in goodwill shall be returned back to you. Share your truth and compassion. Together, there is much we can do. Oh, yes. Remember, you're not alone in this fight. You are not alone. There's a lot of us with you. What you give in goodwill shall be returned back to you. Share your truth and compassion. Together, there is much we can do. Oh, so, so true. So now we see the light. Oh, yes, we do. We're going to stand up for our rights. Do you see the light? You are the light, bright, shining light that is needed today. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. One love. One love, everybody. The end. And let's just read in the back there too, back matter from Cedella Marley, and they say, get up stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. Standing up for yourself, standing up for others, and standing up for what's right are three very important values my parents instilled in my siblings and me when we were growing up in Jamaica. And as a mom of three sons, I felt it was important to pass this message of strength, compassion, and equality on to them. It was important for them to know that not every day would be an easy day. Not every person they meet would be a best friend, and not everything would go their way. But they had to have the strength and courage to stand up for themselves when someone wasn't treating them with respect. It was also important for them to know that they must stand up not only for themselves, but for others when they saw someone in need or in harm's way. Adapting this song into a book for children was an emotional decision for me. It is a song that became an anthem for all those who struggle, a song that became a call for change with a message that continues to inspire everyone who hears it today. With this book, I hope we've succeeded in bringing this message to the readers in different form, and that it also inspires them to do the right thing, no matter how hard that might sometimes be. So, so true. I hope you get the inspiration to do what's right, inspired to do what's right, no matter how hard that might sometimes be. Oh. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. What a wonderful way indeed to start our morning. Absolutely appreciate this one. Get up, stand up, and I appreciate this book so much. Thank you, Cedella Marley, for this wonderful, wonderful book. John Jay Cabuay with the amazing illustrations as well. I love it so much. Thank you for joining in, and I can't stop singing in my head. The song is just going. Get up, stand up, fight for your rights. I am not doing the song justice at all. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for spending time with us. And of course, learning together, being inspired together. And I hope that this pushes you into your Monday, going in, indeed, feeling inspired and recognizing every little thing that we can do that matters. Yes, let's not just care about the things that affect us, but remember too to care about others in the neighborhood, others in our world, indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Get up, stand up. This one coming to you from Cedella Marley, John Jay Cabuay, and of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for being here. This week we'll be reading reading amazing books. I'm glad we brought that one back. A good one indeed. And I know what song I'll be playing right after story time. But we're back again tomorrow. Do you remember the Conscious Kids? They were here. It's been a minute, but they are back. Yes, and this time we'll be reading chapter 2. And tomorrow we'll be joined by John Castleberry and, of course, Madeline Connor. Do look out and they'll come and read with us and, of course, have a conversation with us about this amazing, wonderful, wonderful collection of little ones doing amazing work in their community. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Glad you're here, but please do join me again when we're back tomorrow for more Story Time with the Conscious Kids. Chapter 2 of Book 1. Thank you so much for being here. Let us see who else was with us this morning and got to enjoy that story and indeed what else you're sharing. Thank you for being here. Amanda, thank you one more time. And of course, Baby B, and they say the sun came out while you were reading. Oh, that is such a good feeling. Together, there's much we can do together. Absolutely indeed. Couldn't agree with you more. Thank you so much for sharing that, Amanda. And of course, Baby Bia, I hope that you are having a wonderful time out there in Seattle. And indeed, hopefully we've played a little part in putting a little smile on your faces. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Absolutely love it. Yes, Kennedy Kapolyo Kampamba. Absolutely indeed. Excellent story. You say it is a wonderful story indeed. Wonderful adaptation by Cedella Marley and John Jay Cabuay, bringing that song to life. If it wasn't alive already, that song is such a powerful anthem indeed. One that takes me back also to growing up in Zambia, listening to Bob Marley's music and just loving it so much. And of course, today still listening and being inspired by the great Robert Nesta Marley. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it. Bowden and Chris and Mitchell, you say one of our favorite songs and such a great book. Absolutely, isn't it? Thank you so much for sharing that. I hope that you go out after this and listen to that song today. I know it'll be playing in quite a few homes today. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. How are you doing today, Pamela Courtney? You say thank you so much for sharing the back matter. Love this was adapted into a picture book. Waving hello from yourself in Natchitoches, Louisiana. The kinfolk are out for winter break. Well, thank you so much. I hope wherever they are, they can still get to join in Story Time and enjoy the stories, whether live or indeed recorded. I hope they are joining us. Thank you so much if you are, and if not, still we're going to say hi to you. Kevayan, Braylon, Chad, I hope you're okay wherever you are today. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it. This has been Story Time for today. Absolutely appreciate the time that we spent together. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And of course, if you are out in Turkey where it's already evening, Kennedy Kapolyo Kampamba, I'll be waiting for my invitation to come and eat that chikanda. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope that you have a lovely evening out there in Istanbul. Thank you so much for being here. I am glad you are here. Everybody that joined in, Baby Bia, Amanda, Chris and Mitchell, Adams, Amanda West, and of course Sarah and Nathan, everybody that is joining in. Kavaya, Chad, Braylon, Kavaya, we miss you so much. Hopefully you come back and see us soon. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Have a lovely Monday. I am excited going out on a bike ride very shortly, enjoying the day off, and of course, Story Time just inspiring and of course encouraging me out there, giving me a good heart, a bright heart today. I am feeling so good and I'm ready to go out and tackle this day ahead. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I am glad you are here. Please have yourselves a wonderful day, and please do not forget, if you can join us online, that will be great. We'll be at an event on Saturday. We'll be in Sacramento on Saturday, Sacramento, California. And I know that not everybody is in California right now and able to join us in person, but please, you can join us online. So find this event. It is there on the Storytime platforms. And of course, on the California Museum in Sacramento, you do find this, the Green Book Navigating to Freedom exhibit. And of course, event, a whole day event that will be happening. And I will be there. I will be your MC. So please do join in. And of course, we'll be reading stories too. So please do join us. If you're there in person, there will be storytelling, there will be reading in person, and of course, there's also reading online. So please, if you can, join us, join us even if it's for a short time, and enjoy some stories. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely excited for this one. And of course, tomorrow I'm joined by John Castleberry and Madeline Corner, of course, coming to read The Conscious Kids. An amazing group of young people making changes in their community, pushing for change, making positive change in their neighborhood. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. I will see you again tomorrow for more Story Time. For now, please have yourselves a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, whatever time of day it is where you are. Enjoy it indeed. Have a lovely day. Much love. Bye-bye.
Read me all of your stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be